Hey Tribe YouTube fam, what's up? In this video, I was going to share this video with only the Tribe members, but I changed my mind. I want to share it with the public side. I want to share it with everybody, and because I think this is really important. And I wanted to get you results right now today. So this video is about how to make this stuff happen, how to get results right now today, how to start transforming today. Bottom line, okay, how to do it. And this is going to be a no BS video, exactly what you need to do, exactly how you transition right now. So in this video, we're really going to talk about a couple things here. We're going to talk about how, when we talk about frame, standards, or boundaries, okay, and I'm not talking about relationships, okay, we're really talking about how to have standards and boundaries around manifesting. We're also going to combine in there the concept of deny, choose, be. If I cannot remember that, sometimes I forget. I'm human, okay? So we're going to talk about that as well, okay? Because the biggest thing here, I mean, people start talking about deny, choose, be. At the same time, you need to know exactly what your standards and boundaries you have around your life. And let's get more specific here. You need to know exactly what you want to the T. And you need to know your non-negotiables, what you don't want. Bottom line, let me give you some examples real quick while I'm drinking my milk tea. Okay, I'm gonna shot a piece of ice in my mouth. I apologize. But, okay, like I'm in Thailand right now. And you know, we're getting ready to go to Da Nang here in the next few days. But I started thinking about condos. Okay, right now we're up in Ang's house in Surin. I've been up in Surin the last 6 months. But I started thinking about condos. And I started thinking about what type of condo do I want? And it's so easy for a mind to gravitate back to what we don't want. It gravitates back to just to settle. You know, this is okay. You know, you're being picky. You see how we play games with ourselves? Okay. Or we revert back to like my feelings I had around La Casita because I broke my lease at La Casita. Okay. I broke my lease at La Casita because they were violating my standards or boundaries. Okay. Now, if you're successful, bottom line, the most successful people I know have standards and boundaries around their life. Okay. If you cross their standards or boundaries, they're going to confront it. And if they don't stop, well, depending upon the structure that's in, they're going to back away from it. Bottom line. Okay. So if you want great success in your life, you have to have standards or boundaries. You have to know what you want. Okay. But going on with my story here, I kind of started reverting back to, because right now I'm in Thailand. So Thailand's a little bit tricky because Thailand, like when you talk about condos in Thailand, or in Asia, when you live abroad, especially Asia, they have a lot of condos that they call luxury. Okay, that's just a marketing gimmick. It's a tourist trap. This is a luxury condo. But the luxury in Thailand is really your place. It comes with a pool, maybe a small fitness center, but that's it. Your actual condo, your 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom condo is a shoebox. Okay. Okay, it's like a Motel 6. That is not luxury. That is not luxury to Chad. And that's not even luxury to Thai locals. Let's put it that way. That's not luxury to a middle-class Thai. That's not luxury for a wealthy Thai or a wealthy celebrity. You wouldn't find a wealthy celebrity staying in La Casita. Bottom line. You wouldn't find a wealthy Thai staying in most of these luxury condos they call luxury because it's a tourist trap. Now, I'm talking rough. Okay, and I'm talking rough on purpose because you got to know what you want. And it's okay. See, this is the thing. It's okay. It's okay to want a better life. It's okay to want a rich life. It's okay to want a wealthy life. Okay, whatever you want, it's okay. And listen, it's okay to say no. It's okay not to want something. It's okay for you to say, you know what? That's not me. I'm not going to live there. That's not me. That's below my standard. That's why I said you have to have standards and boundaries. That's below my standard. That's below the way I think. So I'm not going to go there. You get me on that. So basically, that was my revelation I had when I was up here in Surin. It's because I was kind of, for some reason, I was in the fire. I have a lot of videos on this, especially on the tribe side. If you're a tribe member, you know what I'm talking about. You got to remain in the fire until you walk through it. Okay, you got to remain in the fire until you finally know your standards or boundaries in your life. Because when you finally know it, you can hold to it, baby. When you finally know your non-negotiables, you can hold to it. What are my non-negotiables right now when we talk about a Thailand condo? Okay, you see, for me, I want a Thailand condo, but I want real luxury, baby. Not fake luxury. I want real luxury. I want when you have a parking lot, you have your own parking space. When I go in and look, pretty much in the parking lot, in the parking structure, you see BMWs, Porsches, Benz. You see luxury there. Okay, you have all the rules of the complex, the condo, as luxury. Okay, they don't have money schemes and little schemes like they do in Asia. They don't sneak people in and let freelancers and bar girls in. None of that happens when you really stay in luxury. So that's what I want. I want luxury. I know exactly what I want. Then when I start thinking about condos like La Casita, I say, no, that's beneath me. That's beneath me. That's beneath my standard. I don't want that. Now, this is where deny, choose, be comes in. Because sometimes our mind will play tricks on us. It will say, well, your 3D world, all you see is La Casita type condos. Or maybe your finances will reflect that. Well, that's all you can afford, Chad, is condos like La Casita. Okay, so your 3D world will come back and fight against you because that's what you see. That's what deny, choose, be means. You deny the outer evidence. You deny what's right in front of you. You deny because it's below your standard. It's not what you want, period. You deny it. And then you choose what you want. You choose the standard, exactly what you want. Be specific. You choose it and you be it. You be that person that already has what you want. That's what it means. Okay? Deny, choose, be. You deny what's going on around you. You choose what you want, what you want to become, what you want to happen, and you become that person right now. Okay? Even in sorry. Even in the SP world, you deny, choose, be. If you really want to be with this specific person, okay, all the evidence around you might be telling you can't have them, you can't be with them, they won't go out with you. You deny that, and you choose that it's going to happen. And you be that person right now today. What I mean by that, you be the person that's going to attract this person. How do you do that? Is you have frame, standards, or boundaries around your life. You're putting a dent in the universe. You have you have your hobbies and friends that you still go out with. You have everything going on in your life, and they see that and they'll come to you. That's how that works. You deny the outer evidence. Now, some of us, we've all experienced this, but what I'm going to talk about right now. All of us. Okay. At some point in our life, maybe you're going through it right now. Okay. You get excited. You get excited around your standard of boundaries. You get excited about what you want, what type of lifestyle you want. You're very, specific on what you want. And you have standards or boundaries around it. You put non-negotiables around it. You're doing all this work. You're denying, choosing, and being around how you want your life to go. You're living life on your terms. You're living life unapologetically on your terms. But all of a sudden, something happens. Your family starts to make fun of you. Okay? Your family starts, they might even say, you're crazy. You're crazy. You can't have this lifestyle, Chad. You can't do this. Maybe your best friends you hang around, you talk to them, you tell them your inspirations, what you're going to do, and they start making fun of you. Maybe they make fun of you, they crack little jokes, or maybe they just directly tell you because they're comfortable being around you. They're comfortable talking to you like this. Well, you can't have that. You're crazy. Just settle for a normal apartment. Settle for a normal condo. Are you flipping crazy? Okay, settle for, if you're looking for your SP, settle for somebody ugly. You get me on that? Okay? The thing is, when you're going through this, it's not even deny, choose, be, baby. Yes, you deny, choose, be. You deny what they're telling you. You ignore it. But the biggest thing, this should be alarm bells going off in your mind. The reason why it should be alarm bells is because this should tell you exactly who you're hanging around. This should tell you that you're hanging around the wrong people. Bottom line. Okay? this should tell you that your friends probably are not the best friends for you to hang around. Okay. Now, if it's coming from family members, okay, we can't shove family away. Now, we can distance ourselves from family, but we're never going to give up on family. I'm not saying that. But what it really should tell you is that I'm hanging around the wrong group of people. Because what you tend to realize is, and once you experience this, you know I'm telling you 100% truth. Once you add somebody in your friend group that's way more successful than you, they're not just a little bit more successful, they're way more successful than you. They make way more money than you. Okay. What you'll come to find out is that person will encourage you. That person isn't going to put you down. Okay. You need to walk away with this. I'm going to tell you a little quote here, a Chad quote. Okay. Listen, all the naysayers, all the people that are negative against you, maybe they post negative comments on social media. They tell you negative stuff just to hold you back. Listen, people that are more successful than you are not going to put you down. Bottom line, the people that are putting you down are really beneath you. That's the truth. Okay. Anybody more successful than you is not going to put you down and crush your dreams. Period. Okay. Now, maybe you like this, maybe you don't. Okay. But that's the bottom line. Now let's kind of move on to part 3. And this is going to be the last part. Now let's go back to how to live life in your terms, how to make this stuff happen for you today. Okay. Now this was in the first part. How to do it, I'm going to repeat myself. How to do it is you determine right now today what you want. What type of lifestyle do you really want? Where do you really want to live? Bottom line, what type of house do you really want? What type of car do you really want? Okay. What do you really want to do? And once you figure that out, those are your standards and boundaries. You're not going to go beneath that. See, that's what I mean by a standard. If you want to live in your dream house, well, you buying a fixer-upper is beneath your standard. It's not going to happen. This is where you deny choose B. Okay? You deny it. You deny that thought. You deny that vision. You deny whatever you see around you. And you choose, say, no, that's not me. I'm moving directly into my dream house. That's what I want. That's what's going to happen. And you start being that person right now today. You start behaving that way. Okay. This is like Never Goddard's Live in the End. You're doing the exact same thing. We're just calling it different things, baby. Okay. But the big thing is, this is what I mean, standards and boundaries. Is you know exactly what you flipping want, and you're not limiting yourself. And maybe now the hard part with this is that if you don't have standards or boundaries around this, if you just went with the flow most of your life, you just settle, okay? What you have to understand, that's a self-reflection. That's what's coming into your life. Okay? When you have no standards and boundaries and you settle, listen to this. The point where you settle, that's what you manifest. You don't manifest up here. You manifest at your lowest standard. You have to understand this. Okay, so this is why people tell you have frame standards and boundaries in all areas of your life. Because the stricter you have standards and boundaries, the stricter you have non-negotiables, the stricter you have this is what I want and this is what I don't want, period. Okay, your subconscious mind will actually go to work for you and it will go after what you really want. But the dilemma is if you're in a habit and your subconscious mind knows you better than you know yourself, you can't fool your subconscious mind. You can't manipulate your subconscious mind. This is what takes a little bit of time. This is what takes, you got to remain in the fire, baby. Is that if you always lower your standard, maybe you say you want your dream house, but you always lower your standard. Maybe you say you want this dream relationship, dream SP, but you always lower your standard. Okay, maybe you say you want your dream car, you want this car right here, but you lower your standard to your Honda Civic. Okay. Maybe you say, this is what I'm going to do, but you never do it. You never commit. Okay. Maybe you say, this is my dream career, my aspiration I'm going to go after, but you lower your standard working in a factory. Okay, you see what I'm doing is you have a habit of lowering your standard. And remember, if you have a habit of lowering your standard, meaning you have no standards, oh, you probably do, but you just lower it so much to that threshold until you finally say, no, stop. Please stop. I don't want no more punishment. Okay. But what you have to understand when we talk about manifesting, when we talk about identity, you manifest at this lower standard. Okay. You don't manifest at your high standard. You manifest at your lower standard. This is why it's so important to have standards and boundaries. You deny, choose, be, and you really say no to what you don't want. Bottom line, I want this car. I don't want this car. I want this car. I'm not going to settle for this car, period. I don't know how it's going to work out, but this is what I want. I'm not settling for this. You deny, choose, be. Okay. You want your house? Okay. I'm not going to settle for this house. Bottom line, like in my circumstance, if I'm going to go back to a condo, I want a real luxury condo. And in a real luxury condo in Thailand, let me put a price point on it for you. A real luxury condo in Thailand just starts at around 60,000 baht a month. Okay, that's where it starts. Okay, usually the one I like is really around 100,000 baht a month. Okay, that's a real luxury condo. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, I don't want La Casita at 15,000 baht. Okay, that's beneath me. It's beneath my standard. Okay, I want this. I deny this. And I literally just say, no, that's not going to happen. I want this. Okay, if I want my car, if I know what type of car I want, it's my dream car or whatever, I'm not going to settle for a Honda Civic. I want this. Okay, if I'm going to go to the gym today, I'm going to sit there and say, let's put it practical. If I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to say, I'm going to go to the gym today. Okay, versus I don't. Okay, these are standards. Or it could be I'm doing a monthly membership at this gym because it puts me around a better caliber person. It puts me around people that's going somewhere. Maybe you're in networking. It puts me around more successful people I can network with. Okay, I'm just in their space. I'm gonna go to this gym. I'm not gonna settle for this mediocre gym, even if it's cheaper. I want this. I'm not gonna settle for this. So you deny, choose, be. Okay, that's how you make this stuff work. You design your life like that. What do you really want? Okay, when you go out to eat, this is another example. When you go out to eat, you sit there and tell yourself, I'm gonna have the most fantastic meal I ever had in my life. Okay, I'm gonna be treated like a VIP person. Okay, when I go in, I'm gonna have the most excellent waiter or waitress that waits on me. They're gonna be the best one. I'm gonna sit in their section. Okay, I'm not gonna have to choose it. They're gonna choose me. I'm gonna sit in their section. They're going to be the number one staff there that's going to wait on me. Okay, my food's going to be cooked perfect. Bottom line, see, that's how you talk to yourself. You got to get in the habit of talking to yourself like that way, because what you're doing is you're programming your subconscious mind to be tricky here a little bit. You're programming your subconscious mind that, for one, you always hold to your commitments. Two, you always get what you want. And three, you have standards and boundaries. You don't go beneath that. Once it goes beneath that, you uphold your standard and boundaries. You don't let that happen, baby. Okay. And if it goes lower, you deny, choose, be. Okay. If there's a conflict in your 3D world, you deny, choose, be. If you don't see it happening, you deny, choose, be. That's what I mean. If all the evidence is around you, you can't have your life that you want. You can't live life in your terms. All the evidence is around you that you can't do it. You deny, choose, be. You deny it. You say no. And you choose exactly what you want, how you want it to go, and you be that person right now today. That's how you shift. That's how you shift reality. That's how you bend reality in your favor, my friends. That's exactly how you do it. And this can shift pretty fast, my friends. It really can. Once you lock into this, your world can change in a few weeks. Bottom line, it does really work, but you really have to lock into it. Okay, you really have to do this work. That's why I'm sharing it with you. But other than that, YouTube fam and tribe, just want to share those thoughts with you. Comment below. Love to hear your thoughts on this. If you have questions on this, comment below as well. I try to read every comment. Other than that, check out the description. That's where all the nuggets are to help you out. So check out the description. And other than that, remember, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.